You know, for me, there's two factors that can suck the fun right out of your ride, or even when you're traveling, can suck the fun right out of it. That's it. Oh Lord, that's extreme wind. That can suck the fun out of your ride because it just blows your head sideways. And extreme heat. There's two times that my wife and I were on our trips that we hit extreme heat, 109 degrees, and that was coming back from a trip and outside of El Paso coming home. We hit 109 degrees in the, you know, we were going for miles, and it was just, I mean, even my temp gauge was up high because you can't, even your radiators or your coolant runs so hot it doesn't cool off the bike as much. It didn't overheat, but my wife, we have these Sena headsets, and she was telling me we need to pull over, and I said, well, you know, we're only like 8 miles from Fort Stockton. She goes, no, we need to pull over now. She was losing consciousness and on the back of the bike, so I whip over on Interstate 10, and I'm glad she said that, because as soon as I got off, I was almost vomiting. It was from that extreme heat. And I had a wet vest, and we soaked it in ice and water in the cooler, and we put it on our heads, and it just felt so good because it's you know, you get your head was just overheated. So heat can suck the life out. We did it one other time in I think it was last year. We left early. I knew it was going to get hot, but we hit 109 degrees in Lubbock all the way to Clovis, New Mexico, and it's just miserable. I mean, so that's two factors for me would suck the fun right out of a ride is extreme wind and extreme heat. Rain doesn't bother me. Cold doesn't bother me because I can dress for rain and cold. You can't, there's nothing you can do for heat and wind. I mean, I bought a new wet vest, so we do have wet vests, but those, they help. But you got to stop like every 30 miles and re-soak them. You know, so they did make it more bearable. But anyway, that for me, that sucks the life, sucks the wind out of you, and it sucks the life out of you, it sucks the fun out of your ride. Anyway, bye. Oh, one thing about extreme wind. One of our trips, I think we were in Arizona coming, it might have been the trip we did, the Monument Valley, Four Corners, and Zion. It might have been the Zion trip. But anyway, we were on the road, and it was just super windy. I mean, it had to have been 50 mile an hour gusts, or 50 mile an hour wind. It was just hitting us broadside. And I see this big, huge sagebrush coming across the road. And it's coming right at me. I'm thinking, oh crap, should I speed up or should I slow down? So I tried to speed up, and it hit me broadside and broke my fog light in the running board. Just wood. I mean, the trunk on it was like 4 or 5 inches round. My wife had a thorn in her shoe. I had cuts on my leg was bleeding, and I didn't realize, but it broke my rear front fender. It broke the side, you know, that holds over the calipers. It just broke everything. So that's what I'm talking about, extreme wind. I hate extreme wind, and I hate extreme heat. Is just plain old dangerous. So those are the things that I just ruin a trip, or ruin a day anyway. Ruin a day of riding. Rain, doesn't bother me. It's because sometimes it's kind of nice, especially if it gets hot. Like that one time we hit the 109 from Lubbock to Clovis. We spent the night in Clovis and woke up the next morning, and a cold front blew in, and it was like in the 60s, so it was gorgeous. But anyway, I'm gonna have to split this up into probably several videos from our little ride today.